Okay, we're good to go. Uh, so welcome everyone, and thank you very much for joining. We are very happy to have you here today, and we are really excited to share our updates. For new people, I'll say a couple of words about our company. So we create apps for Jira, Confluence, Salesforce, and now we are presenting our new app for web, which works independently. We're in the market for 5 years now. We work with customers in more than 100 countries, and we have more than 3,000 worldwide customers already. And the companies we work with, they're very different. So you may see that we work with the companies from the gaming industry, from the industries, from the financial industries, and they are very successful with OKRs. And I think if so many different companies can be successful with OKRs and with our tools, you also can be. This is where we are coming from. These are our roots. So we've first created our app for Jira, and it actually pretty fast climbed on the top of Atlassian Marketplace. And it got excellent review ratings, lots of installs, and it made us think about making it more accessible for people outside the Atlassian ecosystem. Today my colleagues Victor and Nikita will show you our new updates. Guys, maybe you can introduce yourself briefly.
Hello, everybody. Good day, good morning, and good evening. Thanks for joining our webinar. We hope you will enjoy our future plans for the next releases, and we will summarize what we already launched this year as well. So happy to have you here, and yeah, let's continue.
Hi, everyone. Yeah, my name is Nikita. Happy to be here. Really excited to share with you all our updates and, well, ready to answer all your questions. Thanks a lot for coming.
Thank you, guys. Let's move forward. So today we will share what's new at Oboard, our new app, and the updates for the whole line of apps. Then we will share the next steps in our roadmap. This is really exclusive information. It's not published anywhere, and you will be the first people who will hear this. So that sounds pretty exciting to me. And we will also share an exclusive promo code for 1 year app access for 1 seat for our new app, and a couple of education-related perks at the end to motivate you stay here with us today. So I would like to proceed with a couple of quotes from our customers. Our customers were saying that Oboard is powerful in terms of goal setting, that it's intuitive and it's easy. But something that people brought to us is that they were not able to work with all the departments together on one platform, since they had departments outside of the Atlassian ecosystem. And that was their foundation and the idea of bringing this new app to life, which would be independent and available regardless of the project management tool you use. So basically how it works, for our existing Jira users, nothing changes really, so you can still use our apps. You can access your reports, but at the same time, you can collaborate with non-Jira users who will go to the app and the web app, and these two apps, they will work in integration. You will be able to collaborate with people, to have shared reports, shared goals, do OKR check-ins together, but from the platform you are used to and you like to work in. Another huge update for us across the whole line of apps is that we are becoming a fully customizable OKR workspace. So what does it mean? So since now, you can create as many OKR levels as you need for your company. You can create custom statuses with custom thresholds. You can create custom OKR fields so that you can add any OKR-related data that you need and you want. You can recreate your whole company structure here with all the departments, with all the teams and all the layers you need. And you can also analyze the intervals, and you can work with the quarterly and yearly interval at the same time and see all the reporting there. And I'm very happy to give the mic to Nikita, and he will show you how does it look like live on a platform. Nikita.
Thank you, Margot. So I'll show you all the recent updates that happened to our app, everything that was really important, starting with the homepage. So this is already a tool to track your department, team, or personal progress. The focus here is on your current cycle goals, key results, and Jira tasks. Cycle goals. That was the point of our update. We understand that, well, in a lot of companies, the most popular choice would be to have active OKRs both in annual and quarterly intervals or OKR cycles. So from now on, you can do it. You can select as many intervals as you need to see the full set of OKRs that you are currently working on, the OKRs that are really important to you right now. The next one on the list is custom dashboard. Perfect C-level reporting tool. Shows you your average progress on a bar or on a graph, as well as individual progress of each objective added to the report and their child key results and lower level objectives as well. Report can be shared, can be presented on a big screen, and from now on, well, actually, it will be live in a couple of days. One of the most requested features regarding the custom dashboard was the limit. So right now, the report is limited to only 10 objectives, and from now on, it will be 50. So up to 50 objectives per one report. However, it's not the biggest update that's happening. Like, we are all here together to discuss the launch of our new app, web application, standalone completely from Jira. However, still be able to be connected to your Jira so all company works together as one team. Simple example here. Right now, we are watching the report in Jira, one click, and I'm in the web app. And you see the exact same dashboard, the same objectives with the same grade. Same can be said about your OKR structure, about your groups and users. All the updates happen in real time. So the second you update something in Jira, it will be reflected in the web app as well, and vice versa. But let's just take a real life example, right? So for example, we have a marketing team, right? Working outside Jira. They use some other tool for their day-to-day work. However, they still want to see their OKRs. They still want to share them with the rest of the company, and they will, more of all, they want to collaborate on them, right? So, for example, in this case, they require an input from their engineering team. And with the help of the web app, you can now link your Jira issues and you can now see them, even if you are not a Jira user. So everything will be reflected in one place. Doesn't matter what platform do you use right now. Talking about Jira issues, one of the recent updates was actually bringing the Jira hierarchy inside the app. How it was previously. Sorry. We will have a Q&A session right after we wrap up with all the updates. So if you have any questions, you can either drop them in chat right now, or we can talk about it just a few minutes after. So Jira issues. Previously, when you linked a Jira issue, you could only see the exact issue that you actually linked. So for example, in this case, I linked the story and I see the story and just it. And I linked an epic and I only see that. However, right now you can see the whole structure. So if I click here, I will see all the sub issues of this key result. Or for example, let's see it here. Yep, so we have 2 stories and 1 epic linked to this result. And it will include all your custom Jira hierarchy if you prefer to use it as well. So for example, you have one level above the epic and called it initiative. You link initiative to our app and you will still be able to see everything below it. Your epics, your tasks, your subtasks, everything will be visible. Moving on, the next section will be more about customization so that app fits your company perfectly. Yeah. So starting with custom fields, actually. And here is a real example for you again. So company level OKR to improve your customer retention to drive up revenue. And here we have a budget set for this OKR, the actual amount of money you can spend on it. This is a custom field that we created. And in addition to that, we also specified where exactly it will appear, meaning, so this specific budget field was set to appear only under objectives and key results and only in a specific company-wide workspace. And that's it. Same can be done to any other custom field that you create. Currently, we have 9 different types, starting with another description field if you need some additional information to be filled in. Assignee field, for example, you want to have your product owners to be assigned to specific OKRs. Single or multi-select drop-down lists to help you with prioritization. So basically, it allows you to create an additional layer of data that you can collect about your OKR and later on analyze it. Next in line is statuses. So the first part is that we added 3 new statuses: not started, closed, and abandoned. These ones they serve the purpose to show that there are new OKRs that you plan to work on in the future and for OKRs that you already finished working on, for example. Yeah. But again, the second part is that in case you have already an existing terminology inside your company, or just these statuses doesn't suit you for some reason, you can rename them. Each and every status inside the app can be renamed at any moment. And the last thing that I want to talk about this page is the grading approach. Previously, maybe some of you already familiar with that, if you wanted to change the thresholds between the statuses, you have to reach out to us. From now, that's no longer the point. You can go to settings and adjust your grading using a simple drag and drop in one click. And probably the last thing that I want to mention today also, it's not yet ready, but almost. Like a couple of days, a week from now on, and it will be live on production as well. It's an improvement to our OKR levels. With this update, you will be able to separate and have workspace-specific OKR levels. What's the use case here, right? For example, let's imagine that we have 2 separate business units, right? They're completely separate. They track different metrics, they have different processes, and they maybe also have different organizational structure. So obviously, they don't have to have the same OKR levels, right? And it may be confusing when you have the same list of them, when you don't use them at all. So with these updates, we'll be able to specify which OKR levels on your list will appear in a specific workspace. And I guess that's it from my side. Now Q&A session. If you have any questions, feel free to unmute or just drop them in chat.
Yeah, let me maybe voice out a couple of questions that are already in the chat. So Nathan was asking about the intervals, how to sort the values in the pick list, and how to omit old intervals. For example, how to hide an old interval like 2023 Q4 so that it doesn't clutter the pick list. Nikita, maybe you can share your screen for a moment and show how people can manage intervals.
About some past intervals that are still visible, but they're actually not really relevant anymore. So what can you do in this case? You can archive them. If you are at least a workspace admin inside the app, you can click on the interval filter, go to manage intervals, And there, for example, we want to archive yearly 2023. The year is over, we no longer need it to be shown. You click to archived, and that's it. When I go back, I no longer see this interval in the list. It's still there, it's not deleted. So if you want to access it, you can do it from the interval menu. For example, year 2023, this one, yeah? So I can click on this arrow and it will redirect me to, again, the main table with this interval selected. And as well, at any point in time, if you want to share it with the rest of the company, you can move it to open and it will reappear on the filter for everyone.
Okay, beautiful solution. That's great.
Thank you. Another question from Nathan is about the licensing. So there was a question, does the Oboard web app require a Jira license? And the next question was, if users without the Jira license working in the web app, would they be able to access the Jira issues, from what I understood, correct, Nathan?
Yeah. No, you don't have to have Jira license. So again, imagine a situation that you are a member of the web app and you don't have the access to the Jira at all. You will still be able to see all the linked Jira issues. You will be able to see their titles, their grade, and their Jira status in which they are right now. So for example, you want to track something that engineering team is working for you to improve your key result, right? And you can see that recently its status moved from in progress to done. And its grade increased from 90 to 100%, and it affected your key result as well. Everything will be visible and you don't have to have a Jira license at all.
Nathan, was it the full answer to your question?
It was. I just want to explore this a little more. So coincidentally, or maybe this was a strategic opportunity that Oboard identified and pursued with the development of this standalone app. Either way, congratulations, because you're really well positioned for us. As I mentioned at the very beginning of the call, we have a set of Jira Work Management users and a set of Jira software users. Atlassian is discontinuing the work management product and trying to roll everybody over to software, which is a more expensive product. And we're not super interested in that because we have a lot of users that just use work management for work management, and they don't need the extra juice that Jira software brings. So now, actually, the reason that we're on this call with you all is to find out, okay, what has Oboard done to replace Jira work management? So I'd like to just ask, we have company objectives and company OKRs. However, what is the group's function? Can we have a departmental task management to kind of replace what we were doing with Jira work management? Or does it have to be this company-wide objective, key result, key result?
So there are few features that can help you with that to separate one from another. The first one would be a workspace. So this is kind of like your Jira project, right? If you really have a long list of OKRs, for example, thousands, right? And you don't want all of them to sit at the exact same place. In this case, you can create separate workspaces for your departments or for your projects, or again, maybe completely different business units. The second one would be to establish your structure and hierarchy, so you understand what belongs to what. Here, the OKR levels will help you, and you can later on filter by it as well. So for example, these ones belong to company level, these ones for department, and this one for group or team, which then can also be assigned an actual group. So for example, you have an OKR like here. So this is a department level OKR, increase customer loyalty. And it's also linked to a group, marketing and engineering, that also help them with this objective. You can filter by these groups and by this OKR level. And for example, if you want to track this specific team progress, you can switch to performance report, and here it will give you an overview of all the teams and all the people inside it. Or the homepage that I showed earlier, this will show you just you and teams that are relevant to you, teams that you are a part of. As right now, for example, here I have one OKR assigned to me, and I'm a member of 2 teams. One of them is sales. I switch to sales, and I see only sales OKRs now.
Victor, would you like to add anything?
Yeah, yeah, I would like to propose to take this question of Nathan or to discuss it offline, because there is a lot of small things we maybe can miss to analyze. Can we cover this needs or not? So we can, we can schedule a call probably to discuss in details what kind of things you're using right now in Jira Work Management. Maybe we can cover all of them, maybe not. Yeah, thanks. Let's keep it offline. We will reach you after the call and schedule discussion. Cool.
Okay, a couple of more questions. Sorry, Ihor was asking about the recording. We will have a recording and we will send it to everyone. Then Dmitry was asking about how to collaborate with non-Jira users. So I think like we've covered the basis. You can also feel free to reach out for a demo. We can show it like more in depth for you. And Steve was asking, how do we access the web app? So basically, Nikita, maybe you can go back to the slide with question. There is a QR code where you can basically go to the website, scan and schedule a demo or sign up for a trial. Dmitry also was asking that, saying that he's using Jira OKR bot, and if he can access web version of it. So it's it works a little bit different ways. So there is separate Jira app and there is a separate web app, but they are integrated with one with another. And yeah, I think this is it with the questions. So Victor will present the roadmap and the new updates that are coming, and then we will have another Q&A about the new updates afterwards.
Yep. Thanks a lot. Thanks for questions. Yeah, thank you for coming.
Super. Let's move on. And
guys,
the next,
if possible, guys and girls, if possible, I will step in with additional question. I wrote it in chat. So talking about web and Jira versions, I found how to open web. So there is a button integration. So that's for information for guys in chat who asked about the same. There is a button integration in settings, so it's easy. But another question is, it's asking me for payment if I switch to web. It shows that I have trial version currently. It's 14 days trial period. Maybe I missed it. Please repeat. What's the model? So if I have Jira version of OKR board and I want to use web, I should pay twice, or what's an idea?
Yeah, good question. Thanks for this is always confusing our customers because we have quite unique model when we propose the same functionality in both platforms, on the web platform and Jira platform. So the simple answer, you don't need web functionality if you already have Jira license, because this functionality is absolutely the same and you will pay twice for the same functionality. And I believe you don't want to do this. So the Jira, web app functionality was created specifically for users who has no Jira license and who has no opportunity to access this information from Jira instance. So you can add them through web application. If you already have Jira app, you don't need a web app at all.
Okay, so let's double click on that. I have, for instance, marketing division, and they are not using Jira, at least in my setup currently. But I want to share with them our objectives and case out so they can take a look, they can track, they can contribute, they can create their own. So ideal case for me is to share web app with them so they can use it. They can log in with Microsoft Office 365 account and theoretically use it. So, and I have this hybrid model. I have engineers using Jira, so they log in through Jira. And I have, let's say marketing division, who are able to use web. How this should work for me?
So you can pay additional seats for your marketing users inside the web application, and keep your access through Jira for your Jira users.
Got it. Okay, thanks.
Cool. Super. Let's move on. And the next part of our presentation, we would like to show you what we're gonna launch in the next 3-4 months. And right now on our web screen, you can see the interactive prototype because this functionality is not launched yet. And I would like you to share the first feature we would like to launch called check-ins. You all know that OKRs, it's a really cool framework to drive significant changes in your organization because everybody will be focused on the goals you set, and these goals should not be too many. You will you can handle the number of goals you want to achieve in the specific interval. But to keep this focus on the goals, there is a check-in process within your OKR cycle. So that every week or bi-weekly, you would like to ask your teammates to update the goals. And we would like to automate this process in the following way. So once your teammates will launch the web application or they will receive the email that they should update their goals, they can start this process with a simple click on the check-in process. And the check-in process will be designed in the following way. In the first part of the check-in process, you can design the specific number of questions you would like to ask your employees to fill out. As an example, you can ask them what was the focus of their for them in the previous week, what will be the priorities for the next week, and what kind of blockers do they have. So this is a perfect place to collect different blockers from your team. And then using the report, you can easily see every blockers of your team and try something to unblock them. In the second part of the check-in, you will be able to see all your goals assigned on you or on your team. And you can easily leave a comment for each goal. Maybe you have some specific updates for the specific goal. You will be able to update the confidence level. For key results, it will be possible to do for comment the metric and the confidence levels as well. So you can easily update all your goals in one line quite quickly and submit this form. So at the end, your submitted check-in, weekly check-in will looks like this. So this is a summary of what you're gonna do next, what is your blockers, and what was achieved in the previous period, and all your goals with a snapshot, what kind of grade and the confidence level was before and after the check-in. So you can easily report what was achieved during this week. And if you are the team lead or you just the team participant, you would like to know what other teammates are doing in the next week, you can go to the Teams tab and see again what's the focus of all your team members in the next week or 2 weeks. All blockers will be highlighted here in this block, and also what was achieved in the past week with all the list of OKRs which was updated. Additionally, we will show you the OKRs which was not updated in the past cadence. So you can see what was updated, was not updated, and for updated goals, again, you will be able to see the change between the previous state and the new state. And in everyone's tab, you can explore all the check-ins of any teams and individually read them user by user. And these check-ins will be, you will be able to navigate through the check-ins by this cadence you will design. It can be, again, as I said, weekly, bi-weekly, you can handle this process. So you can manage the frequency of your check-ins. And also in the first release, we're going to add email notification and in-app notification. But in the second launch, we will add notifications via Slack and MS Teams. Cool. This is about check-ins. And the second feature we would like you to introduce at the end of this year, or maybe the earliest days of the next year, we'll call KPIs. I think you all know all these discussions about the KPIs versus OKRs, and what we see from our customers, what we've learned from our customers, that a lot of companies experience a situation when they would like to support OKRs and KPIs in parallel. As an example, I would like you to give the use case of our company. In one of the previous quarters, we was focusing in the marketing team on the specific goal, which we was pushing during the one quarter. And at the end of the quarter, we successfully achieved our key result, and the goal was achieved. But after this interval, after this cycle, of course, we choose the new goal for the next cycle, but it was a really necessary thing to to support our previously achieved goal as a key result, to support the same level of this metric on the same level during the next cycle as well. So we decided to transform our key result into KPI and support this KPI metric on the level which we think it's a healthy metric for us. So KPIs will be designed in the way, first of all, you will be able to decide how frequently you would like to update your KPIs on a weekly or monthly basis. And secondly, you will be able to set the baseline which will divide your KPIs into the health KPIs and unhealth KPIs. So, for example, here you can see that the desired baseline of this lead to visitors to lead metric is 4.5%, but exact number was 4%. So it means that it was below the baseline, and this KPI was unhealthy. And in the next months, it was improved to the healthy metric. So this is an idea of KPI functionality to support both OKRs and KPIs in parallel, and give you an instrument to track performance of your company on a thing we call business as usual. It mostly used for KPIs, and to drive your significant changes in your organization using OKRs in parallel. So this is we would like to roll out in nearest months. We will be super happy to have people in our beta testers group. If you want to join this beta testers group, just let us know. We will invite you to test our prototypes, and maybe we will be able to roll out this functionality first of all for you to test it as well. Yeah, and the last slide about the KPIs, I forgot to mention that, yeah, it will be possible to show the chart for this for the KPI as well, month by month, to review the progress of this metric. Cool. Any questions, guys, here you would like to ask about the KPIs or check-ins? We'll be happy to answer, or join our beta testers group. Just let us know if you would like to join in the chat.
Yeah, so there were a couple of questions. Let's move quickly through them. So there was a question if users from web app would be able to edit results and objectives of users into the Jira app. So yes, if they have enough access, they can do this. Another question was about check-ins. Would they be exclusive for web app or for Jira app? You can use them for both. And another question was about the release date. We will release check-ins to the end of this year. And yeah, another one was about setting reminders from Steve. Will
Yeah,
that integrate?
let me answer the question to Nathan. Yes, sorry for to not stress this point. Of course, the check-in feature was designed specifically to remind people to update their goals on a regular basis. So the notification will be sent, as I said in the first release, via email. And secondly, we will add MS Teams and Slack integration, so people will be pinged automatically via their Slack and MS Team chat bot to update their goals. Yes, it will be possible. And the second question regarding how it will be possible to update KPIs, we already have public API, which you can use to update your key results from external sources. The same possibility will be for KPIs as well. So you will be able to use public API to connect your external sources to pull data from external sources and present them inside the Jira, inside the Oboard app. But also as a next step for KPIs, we will work on user interface to be able to connect with the UI without API, just direct connector with different sources like Google Analytics, Mixpanel, and many other solutions like Salesforce, HubSpot, etc. So yeah, public API from scratch. From the beginning, and then we will start rolling out one by one different connectors, native connectors for different systems. Yeah.
Okay.
Victor, another question is coming from Dmitry. Do you plan integrations with tools like Excel and PowerPoint?
Yeah, Excel, not PowerPoint. Interesting to hear your use case with a PowerPoint, but Excel will be also one of the possible sources to update your KPIs or key results. For PowerPoint, I don't understand really the case, what kind of information you would like to populate here or pull from the PowerPoint, but yeah, happy to discuss offline.
Okay, I need to voice out this one. You don't want to know how people set targets with PowerPoint. Okay, maybe. Thanks for sharing that. Actually, right now, you can export your OKRs in XLS format. Not sure if you've seen that. Okay. Alex also didn't want to know about PowerPoint, but sounds like exciting. Guys, have you got any other questions, or should we move to our exclusive offer for now? Okay, Steve is having a question. If we have Oboard licenses now, do we have to pay for the additional web app? Victor, can you clarify maybe that one?
Which one, sorry?
So Steve is asking if they have Oboard license for now, do they have to pay for the additional web app?
Yeah, as I said before, first of all, to clarify, if you already have access to Oboard Jira application, you don't need additional seat in web app because it will be completely similar functionality. But if you have users who is not using Jira, but they need access to your goals, they have to create the license in the web app.
Yeah, basically, you need to calculate which is most suitable for you. If you pay for Jira license already, it may make sense to combine it with the OKR app for Jira. And if you don't pay for Jira license, it would be more cost effective to buy Oboard license separately. Okay, a feature request from Nathan: allocate time in my users' calendars to work on Oboard tasks and contribute check-in data. This is interesting. So this is about calendar reminders. Victor, do we have anything like that in the roadmap?
Yeah, I already replied to Nathan in a previous message. This is something we would like to focus in 2025, integration with calendar. We already know what is your goal, what is your key result, and what you're gonna do to achieve this goal. So we can try to help you to organize your weekly work and block time in your calendar to focus, to update your goals and to analyze what you're doing to achieve your goals, and maybe to give you understanding maybe you do something wrong to achieve your goals. Maybe you have too much meetings, which not giving you a focus on your important goals. Yeah, integration with calendars will be something super important and interesting feature in the next year. We would like to work on this.
Okay, another request from Dmitry about access to web for free by default for admin. I think you can discuss it maybe later to see what exact functionality is needed. Maybe reach out to Nikita to show.
On this at the end of this event, you will have some presents which you can use as a present for your admins. Yeah.
Okay, and another question from Theo for progress against high-level OKRs to be rolled up at an executive level. Will heavy use of Excel and Power BI be necessary, or are there out-of-the-box solutions? So basically, if I get the question right, we have different levels of OKRs, and actually the progress is calculated automatically. So if you got progress on the lower levels, it's automatically kind of climbing to the top. Or maybe I misunderstood the question.
Yeah, no, sorry, that was the question there.
Yeah, okay.
It was more just around if we're trying to pull things out of the lower levels as well, is that
Mm-hmm.
possible?
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
Yes.
You don't need to use Excel, Power BI, anything at all. Everything will be automatic from top to bottom. You can have as many levels as you need. It will still be automatic.
And is there much customization in it?
Sorry,
So
what?
if we're looking at our top level priorities that are feeding down into lower level OKRs, if there are issues lower down, are we able to represent that in the reporting that comes out of Oboard?
Yeah. Your whole tree will be visible. So as I showed.
But at an executive level, they don't want to see the whole tree. They just want to see where.
For this
where
purpose,
the issues are.
You can use a custom dashboard. So for example, this one report will show you the focus for the C-level. But if you want to see the full structure, you can see it in the table still. Again, we can also meet, discuss everything in detail. I'll show you around the app, like what are the exact capabilities and if it will work for you or not.
Yeah, perfect. Thanks very much.
Sure.
Dmitry, you have another question, I guess?
Yeah, I spent some time playing with web versions, so I have another question. So it looks like you have different user databases for web and for Jira, which is expected, but anyway. So just to clarify, if I'm using Jira or Oboard and I log into web, system thinks that this is another user, so I should pay for additional license, right?
If you log into web, you have to have a license to web. This is exactly I said you before. Yeah. So all
I'm just clarifying.
All seats. Right now we will so later on Margot will present something which can help you to cover the service user. And maybe we can consider something, like the one free seat for admins for web app who just need to set up the system and that's it. Yeah, maybe this thing we have to consider as well. Thanks to this feedback, we feel that people like it's needed. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, one more feature request. So from user's perspective, if I use Jira already and I use, for instance, Microsoft account to log into Jira, single sign-on, it will be logical for me that I'm still able to use web app also, because I already paid for seat in Jira. So if I log in using the same account to web, it's already paid. At the same time, it's logical. If I don't have Jira account, never use Jira. So if I log into a OKR board, of course, I should pay for additional seat. So that's a request from my side. Please think about that. It will make life for customers easier.
Cool. Yeah. Thanks.
Yeah, thanks for sharing. Let's maybe just discuss it outside the webinar. So I want to share some of the perks we prepared for you today. Thank you very much for everyone who stayed till the very end of the presentation. So we're giving one free license for one seat for everyone for 1 year, so that you can test the app for quite a long period of time. We also provide access to our free OKR Accelerator program. So it will be published on YouTube. The videos will appear gradually. So my teammate Olga, she will send a link into a chat. So you subscribe for a channel, and then you will get notified about the new videos coming. You can also now get a free 1-hour OKR review session. Even if you don't use Oboard, you can still write your OKRs and review them with a certified coach. And we also provide OKR cadence calls with expert support with OKR implementation. So for the 3 months for everyone who is here. So this information will be additionally shared in an email so that you won't miss it. But right now you can find it in a chat with all the links necessary. And yeah, let me move to the last slide. And I want to thank you very much for coming today. We're so grateful for you being here. And this is the QR code to lead into our web app page. You can sign up, you can request a demo. And if you got any questions left, this is the right time to ask them, or just reach out to us later. Okay, Dmitry, another question from you.
Yeah, I just booked more time in my calendar, so I will ask more questions. So do you guys have a person like customer success manager who can visit us, promote your product, explain how it works for wider audience? Because I represent engineering and I have colleagues from another division. So it will be useful for me if you have such people who can, be a kind of guru in Oboard and explain how it can be used.
That will depend on your location. Basically, we can either do it online, schedule a Zoom session training for all the teams that you have, or for example, if you're located in Kyiv, we can meet in person at some time that we scheduled beforehand. Yeah, I can help you as well.
Of course,
Yeah,
I'm happy to drink a coffee in Kyiv, but Teams are remote, so Zoom session is better.
Yeah, I also wanted to highlight that we partner with the consulting companies and certified OKR consultants. So if you need something more than just implementation consultation, if you want more like trainings tied to your specific needs, you can also reach out to us, and we will recommend you the right person based on your location, based on your specific use case, and so on. So feel free to reach out to us. Okay, any other questions left? Okay, I think we are ready to wrap it up. Again, thank you very much, everyone, for coming. We are so excited and so happy to see you here today.
Thanks very much, guys.
Yeah. Thanks for coming and have a good day. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye, everyone.